The game you play with apocalypse bunkers is trying to last as long as possible and hoping that by the time you run out of supplies, the surface world is more or less safe again. Our biggest problem was that we had no way of peeking to see if the world was habitable. The longer we could last in the bunker, the greater our chances of survival when we inevitably had to leave. It was a source of constant stress. I took inventory of our stores and realized that we only had a few months of food and water left at the pace we were going. "Damn it, Chris," I cursed. He had fooled all of us into thinking we had more time than we really did. Chris was our elected leader, picked because he was smart, charismatic, and physically fit, but he was taking advantage of us. At one point, someone proposed that we give Chris larger servings of food and water so that his mind and body would stay in top shape, and we all agreed. Can you believe that? I bet Chris put them up to it and modestly agreed. All an act to allow himself to live in luxury. I was determined to put an end to it, so I got a group together and explained why Chris needed to go. We were all on the verge of starvation, and we couldn't count on him to lead us anymore. We snuck into his quarters when he was sleeping. I had broken off some bits of metal from a storage shelf and sharpened them into blades. We each carried one. He was sleeping soundly, that fat pig. We surrounded him. I looked at the faces of my co-conspirators. Riley and Ben nodded that they were ready. I started the mutiny. Might as well go first. Raising the shiv high, I plunged it into Chris's sleeping body, right in his side. The others were quick to follow. Blood flew in a shower as we all stabbed him over and over again. He squirmed under the sharp blades, but before long he was still. At that moment, I felt guilty, but I convinced myself that it had been done for all our mutual survival. That's when Chris's corpse exploded and a creature burst forth with an ear-piercing screech. It had spider-like legs and a sharp beak which only a moment later stabbed Ben through the chest. We attacked the creature, grabbing its legs and stabbing at whatever part of it we could reach. Eventually, it fell to the floor and stopped moving. "Eating for two, huh, Chris?" Riley signed. We laughed. We cleaned up and cooked both Chris and his parasite. They tasted alright. More than anything, I'm happy I was able to buy us a few more months in the bunker. But two things still bother me. How Chris got that parasite in the first place, and who else might have gotten it.